All right, so you should be on this screen. There's a couple different things that we're going to try today. So just the very first thing, everybody go to Safari. And in the top bar, I want you to type in NC Ed. And it should generate, and I want you to type in or click on the NC Ed Cloud. Thumbs up when you're there. All right, and then this is where you're going to use your, just the number, the UN number. What?
Do you have Charlotte with you?
Nope. All right, so just, it's your rapid identity number that you've had forever. What, Kira? Okay, so did you type in NC Ed and then click on NC Ed Cloud? You have to actually click on, you can't, like if it's got a long extended like website address, you don't want that. You just want NC Ed Cloud. So stand up when you have this, not your password, just this, just your number put in. Everybody here, everybody have just their username. All right, have a seat. So hopefully if I did this correct, you're using the NC Ed Cloud password, not the ClassLink password. The only difference between these two passwords is your very first letter is lowercase. Okay, so they're not technically the same, they're almost the same. So go ahead and make sure and hit so you can see your password. Make sure that very first letter is lowercase. And if this is correct and you hit go, I don't what?
Oh, yep. There.
Is that what everybody said?
Yep. Yep.
All right, I don't need 40 yeps. It's okay. Okay, that's fine. Stop talking, please. All right, hold on 1 second. Do me a favor. Home screen. Get rid of your Safari. and then open Safari again. Type in NC Ed Cloud. And it should automatically take you straight into your, like, see if you can log in. Because it may take you automatically to this screen, which is what happened when I went over there. Some of you guys might have to log in again. So if you got to this screen, stand up for me. If you are standing, you are not talking. I will take all the iPads. We technically don't even need them enough. So if you want to continue to talk and make this longer. Also, you have a quiz tomorrow. So if we spend the entire day doing this because y'all want to keep talking, you will not get your review for your quiz. You should be on the screen that's asking you about like security password. Some of you. Samantha, go ahead, go plug yours in to the charger now, and then you should have enough juice to get it. All right, if it is asking you these 5 security questions, what you're going to do, it doesn't matter what security question you pick, you're using your last name for every answer. It does not matter what the question is. And the reason you're using your last name, is because hopefully you will never forget how to spell it. Okay? So, if it says, like if you pick a question and it says, what is the name of the city town where your grandparents live? His would be Lampson. Yours is going to be Champion. B case is going to be Thompson. Because you will never forget your last name. So just pick 5 random questions. Put your last name for every single one, and then stand up once you've submitted those. We did it during the summer, so you're fine. When you're at Summer Bridge. What? What do you want me to do, son? Well, get in and just watch. All right, once you have your answers put in, hit save. All right, once you're on this page, go ahead and click on your bookmarks. It eliminates all the other crazy stuff. The most important thing on this page for you guys is going to be your Canvas and your Power School and your school name. Canvas, obviously, because that is where everything is. That's where you're going to be expected to go when you need to find assignments. Power School is obviously important because why? Zachary? That's where your grades are. And then SchoolNet is where we're going to be taking our quizzes and our unit tests. Okay, so if you go back to all, you can click on like Canvas, Google. Like I would click, guys, if when you click on bookmarks, it's only one or two, I would make sure you have these as your main bookmarks. You don't have to. You can leave it all in all. If you go to all, you just have a few more that you scroll through. If you have it on bookmarks, you usually only have between 5 and 6. What? Because you didn't do something right. So you need to go through and make sure you picked a question for everything. And then, got it? Okay. All right. So for today, real quick before we put our iPads away, because honestly, like this is all we're doing today with our iPads. I'm going to show you 2 things. All right, so everyone click on Canvas and then click on Launch. What does it say? If it says accept policy, click OK, or accept or allow or whatever it is. All right, so depending on who is your teacher and what classes you have and all of that, will depend on each one of these. But ultimately, like, these are your classes. You can click on any one of these to go to any one of those classes. Alex, focus on. So today I want you to go down to wherever your math is, and I want you to click on math. All right, it's just taking a hot minute to load, so just give it a second. And you guys should have already seen this at least once this year, because I believe I have shown you. So if you scroll down on this front page, you kind of see everything that we're doing this week. What I want you to do is I want you to go to modules. I want you to scroll down to our current week, which is week 3, September 11th through September 15th.
Did you do it? She's out this morning, so I'm kind of be ahead of things. Love it. It's nice and good. You got a pen in?
I got 18 things.
Let me tell you, this hall is way better than it was last week, right? But the 7th grade along the way, some of the rooms are cold, but the hallway itself is muggy. Like, I feel like I need a shower after walking down.
Real quick, hold on one second. These actually got some.
Each mango.
That's my most comfortable vans I wear.
I had Converse I wore last year that were my most comfortable. They were like stretchy Converse, they slip on. I wore them so much that I wore out the sole. And then they caused me blisters. I couldn't wear them anymore. Now I want to wear them in here.
Exactly. And you'll never find them again.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so if you may have to stop. Sit up about 10 minutes. right, so from here, if you click on Monday, you'll see what we're doing. After this class, or after second period, I will go in, I will add the picture from our notebook for today. If you click for tomorrow, again, it shows you what we're doing, talking about what we're doing. Modules are going to be your best friend in my class. Last week, this was from Tuesday. So when I say I take a picture of our notes or whatever our notebook looks like and I put it in there, so if you're absent and you have an iPad, which everyone should have an iPad now, you can go in. If you have a printer, you can copy this off, or you'll be expected at this point to go in and once you have been in class, take the notes, log into Canvas, and copy the notes down. Bless you. And then there's always, like I told you, a video of our lesson. So again, video is right here. That's the way it's going to be set up every single day. The other thing that's going to be important to you guys is Delta Math. Now, Delta Math, we have not set up technically yet. So when you click on Delta Math, you're just kind of going to get like this. All right. Don't worry about using Delta Math right now, but you will be able to connect through to Delta Math through Canvas. I just want you to know. So those are the three most important things for my class. Now, the expectation is every day, your iPad should be charged. So if you go home and you forget to charge it, and then you come in and it is the one day that we actually have to use our iPads in math class, and your iPad is dead, or you have to charge it, you will have side lunch. That is one thing that I am a huge stickler for. So moving forward, tomorrow, you have to bring your iPad every single day, whether you use it for my class or not. But your iPad, there should be no hands on iPads at this point. We're done. So I've closed my iPad, put it away. What should you have done? Now, those of you who are on low battery, Samantha, I would leave yours plugged in for the whole class period. Drake, I've plugged yours back in, and Mason, you should have yours plugged in. That's not your charger. I don't know. Use the charger that you're playing with, plug it into the wall, and plug your iPad in. Get back at your seat, please. Drake, plug your iPad back in. But you will use it a ton in ELA. I will let you know that. And again, she's very big on making sure that your iPad is charged and ready to go. Each day we will practice a little bit of logging into our iPads till we get comfortable, and then it just becomes automatic for you to log right in. Go to Canvas if you need. We will discuss more on when it becomes relevant for us. Like tomorrow, we're going to take our quiz, and it is going to be on Google Forms. So we'll go in through Canvas, click on the forms, make sure everybody's good to go with that. All right? What? Yeah, your iPads go with you. So just remember, when you're at home, anything you do at home can still be investigated at school. This is not your iPad. This is still the school's iPad. Does that make sense? Get over there and sit down. All right, go ahead. Get out your math notebooks. On your title page, you should have what glued on here now? Your login information. The reason we put it on our title page in our math notebook is because you should have this with you every single day. Your iPads are put away at this point. You should not be touching anything that has to do with an iPad. If you are, I'm going to take it and you will not get it back. Put it away. Not you guys. All right, one thing. How many of you guys are keeping up with your table of contents? Okay. It is your responsibility to keep up with this. We're still kind of, for the most part, on the same page numbers, but as we start doing more work in our notebook, we will get off and we will not be on the same page numbers anymore. So my table of contents will be very different from yours in about another week. Okay, so make sure when you get a free time, if you come in the morning and you have some time and you're done with your bell work, you start getting this filled out and completed. All right, let's go ahead and turn to the next blank page, which for me is page 18. We're not filling out our table of contents now. How many of you guys have a blank page for 18? Okay, if it is blank, put an X on it. If it is not blank, just simply turn the page. So we are starting on the left side. If I'm on the left side, where are you? You guys will, when I do your notebook check, if you've been starting on the right side, when we start something new, you will lose points. All right, you gonna work today? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. All right, go ahead and title the top of this page, Order of Operation Puzzle. All right, everybody is going to be getting 2 sheets. If you do not have scissors out, you need to get them out. If you do not have glue out, you need to get your glue out. Dude, I just sat there and gave you directions and you totally ignored me. Leave your iPad, just go outside. Everybody needs to grab 2 sheets. Make sure they're different. Pass them out. So right away, what do you notice about the sheet with the problems on it? What do you notice about that sheet? Like this one right here. What do we notice about this sheet? Christian? Well, they're all PEMDAS, but what do you notice about the sheet itself? Like, what do you notice? Trey? Y'all are doing way too much. Look at the sheet itself. Just look at the piece of paper. It's teeny tiny small. You are not going to do your work on this paper. Okay? Can you write your answers on this paper?
Yes.
Absolutely. Where are you going to do your work though? In your notebook. All right, so it says directions, simplify each expression, show all work. All right, we're going to be showing all of our work in our notebook. On this little sheet of paper that has the triangles, everyone take a look at it. It says, not at this moment, but it says cut out the pieces along the dotted lines. Arrange the puzzle by matching expressions to answers. All right, so back to this one, we're going to do A. So everybody write A in your notebook. And then we're going to write our problem out, which is 12 times 5 minus 3 times 20. All right, what are we looking for first? Raise your hand. All right, so what are we looking for first, Kira? Parentheses, do we have any? No. What are we looking for next? Right. Do we have any? No. All right, what are we looking for next? Ansley, do we have any? Yes, we have 2. So we're going to do this one first, and then we're going to do this one. So what is 12 times 5? Raise your hand. Size 60. Bring down my minus sign. What is 3 times 20? Christian, 60. All right, do we have any division? Nope. Do we have any addition? Do we have subtraction? What is 60 minus 60? 0. All right, so if I am looking on my answer sheet, I'm looking for my problem. So my problem is right, sorry y'all can't see this. My problem is right here on this one, right? So I'm going to be cutting this one out. So everyone get your scissors. We're going to cut this one out. And then what was my answer? What was my answer? Gracie. They're in the back. Christian. Yeah. All right, so we cut out our, our problem here. And then what was our answer? Checker. 0. So I'm going to find the one that has 0 on it. So which one has 0 on it? Kira. F. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut out F. You are ultimately going to end up gluing this down in your notebook, but you're not going to glue it down as you go. Because what happens if you fill up this page? What are you going to have to do? Use the next page. So, how do I want to do this to make it as easy as possible? It's 9:30 for 30 minutes. You know what? Never mind. We're going to glue it down as we go so we don't lose pieces. That'll just make it easier. All right, so you're going to take A. You can glue A down any way you'd like on your notebook. You can turn your notebook sideways. You can just leave it this way. just leave enough room wherever you decide or however you decide to glue it down that you can fit 2 here. Because there's these two, 19 and 10, are answers to a problem in your puzzle. Does that make sense? Yes, no? Yes or no? All right, so let's go ahead and glue this piece down. Like I said, wherever you want to, doesn't matter. Bless you. All right, and then what was our answer to our problem? No. 0. All right, so, and this will not focus because it's too far. So I'm going to take and I'm going to line up 0 to my problem. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so if I could get this thing to focus, that would be fantastic. All right, so that's essentially what it should look like, because 12 times 5 minus 3 times 20 equals 0. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Do we want to do one more, just so we kind of see? All right, and also make sure, guys, that you put your answer for A as 0. On your paper, just put your answer as 0. Okay? All right, so let's go back to this page. All right, and we are going to do B. All right, go ahead and stand up when you have this copy down so that I don't go too fast. All right, let's go ahead and have a seat. What are we looking for first? Raise your hand. What are we looking for first? Joshua. Okay, so what's the first thing in PEMDAS that we do? Like, what are we looking for first when we're looking at PEMDAS? What's the very first thing we look for? Huh? No, what does the P stand for? No, what does the P stand for, guys? Molly, do we have any? All right, then Joshua, what are we looking for? Like, so we no P. So then what are we looking for next? You told me that was our first step, so what'd you tell me? What does the E stand for? All right, so I have a question. If you forget, is there something in your notebook that you can look back at? Yes, so if you forget when you're going through, you can always look back at your notes page. So this page right here has all the information you need on it. All right, Zachary, what does the E stand for?
Exponents.
Exponents, do we have any? All right. What about multiplication? Do we have any?
Yes.
Yes. What about division?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
This is division. This is not a fraction.
Because I normally write it out 6
Okay, that's right. All right, so which one do we do first, though? That's the big question. Do we do our division first or do we do our multiplication first? Sincere. Division. So we're going to do 63 divided by 7. Raise your hand and tell me, what does that equal? Everly.
9.
So then I have 9 minus 2 times 3. So I've done my division. What about I'm gonna do my multiplication, right?
Yes.
So what is 2 times 3? Angel? Okay, so then I'm gonna do 9 minus 6. Do I have addition? Do I have subtraction?
Yes.
All right, 9 minus 6 gives me 3. All right, so back over here on this piece of paper, I'm looking for the answer of 3. Which one has 3 on it?
Hey.
Okay, so you're going to go in and you're going to cut out. And you're going to cut out, what's the other one? So we're looking for 63 divided by 7 minus 2 times 3. Where is that one? B. However, what do you notice about these 2 pieces that you just cut out? Can we just slide them in next to these 2? No. So if I were you, I would hang on to them, but I wouldn't glue them down yet. So your strategy, like we just went in order, but your strategy should be to do what? So technically, if you're looking at this one, what problem should we technically be doing? Samantha? We should be doing F. We should be doing, for your next problem, what I would do if I were you, you're going to do 4 plus 10 divided by 25 plus 9. That way you find your answer for that one and you can glue it in next to that. Are there questions with how you're doing this? No, we're good? All right, you're independently working. Now, I'm going to ask a question, but we're going to do a silent vote so I can actually get an honest answer from you guys. So everybody, you know how to do a silent vote?
Is it where you close your eyes?
Yeah, so you're going to put your head down and you're just going to put a thumbs up. Okay? So everybody put your head down. Now, if you feel, as in, like your head is down, like in your arms, so you can see nothing. If you feel like you need a little bit more practice with order of operation, I simply want you to give me a thumbs up. Okay, put your thumbs down. All right, go ahead and sit up. All right, so you're working independently. So go ahead, get started, continue working on this activity. I will be calling you to the back table if you gave me a thumbs up, letting me know like that you need help or not. I might also be calling you to the back table just to check in and make sure you're not playing with your iPad cord. That should already be put away, shouldn't it? So at this point, do you need your iPad out on your desk? So if you have a book bag, put your iPad and the cord away.